Like, let me get comfortable first. Okay. Welcome to our first official episode, Slay.
You know what I was thinking about? Sorry.
What?
The fact that this is actually happening is so crazy to me.
Why?
And the engagement's pretty good. Look, you guys, so much. It was good for us.
Yeah, good for
From
us.
my expectation.
Right,
Before y'all be like, it's nothing.
Stop, because we thought we'd get like 20 max. Hey guys, I'm Aleya.
And I'm Oppy.
And we're Inexperienced Gals.
Inexperienced Gals.
Yeah. We had recorded Sunday. It was not.
If y'all don't comment something so you can help
us
comments, figure it out.
And it doesn't have to be just K-pop related, because I know most of y'all are from like my Oppy's not really into K-pop like that. I just forced her into it.
So go to her channel if you want to see K-pop related stuff. Today's topic, main grand scheme of things, is what you need from your significant other, which is very important, y'all. Don't be settling. The first little topic that we're going to discuss today is, do you want to know your significant other's relationship or flings that they had in the past?
We talked about this before.
We do talk about this.
But it's so crazy because literally the other day I was watching a podcast and they were literally talking about if they'd want to know about it. And so it was a lot of mixed responses. Some of them were like, no, I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. Bitch, ignorance is bliss. Some of them were like, it's in the past. You know, they're a different person. Maybe they're not a different person. I don't know about myself. The girls mainly were like, they wanted to know. Yeah. But then the guys were like, how do we approach, like, how do we tell you?
That's a great question.
That's such a great ass question.
It has to be during a time where we're like in that getting to know each other stage.
Really? The guys were like, what? Like, we're gonna be at a party and the girls there and like, oh, I fucked her. Like,
think about it, in the middle of the relationship and you be like, oh yeah, I have this so-and-so ex. I'm gonna be like, are you thinking about her right now? Why are you just
bringing that
up?
So
tell me in the beginning at least. Like,
but it's like, do they just randomly bring it up? Are they just gonna be like, should we talk about past relationships? You know,
I feel like when you're getting to know someone, that question always comes up though. Were you ever in love or stuff like that? I feel like that's a way to slip it in there. Like, were you ever in love? Yeah. Somebody ever have your fucking heart bitch?
Right. I should be the only one there. I've had, you know, someone I've been with for a little while, like, or like even just we was in love, but like it. Tell me how it ended though. Tell me how it ended. Because if it's like, if it's good or bad, even if it, I don't know. Like, I'm just so conflicted. I feel like it needs to happen to me for me to be like, this is how I feel about it.
I feel like you would say it too. You would. I feel like you'd be comfortable with telling.
Oh, I would be totally.
I think you would do it in a good way too. I think you would just be like this, that, and third.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, I had this. This is what happened.
Yeah,
whatever. But it's because I don't have much to say. So it's like,
I can tell you about my elementary school.
I can tell you about that one middle school. Maybe that brief that was high school. Like,
if we did date famous people, then I would want to know.
Oh, I'd want to know. So I'd be like, cause now I'm embarrassed myself.
You're not gonna take me to no award show and then somebody come up in my face and I don't be like,
I was fucking with him. I'll be like,
oh, you downgraded. I see.
Oh my god, you know how movie cliche
you're like a commoner. I see.
Not like commoner. You know the difference between a homegirl and a friend acquaintance, right?
Okay.
And so they were like, would you want to know if he was like messing with a homegirl, and would you want him to cut her off?
Yes.
Like completely, like no contact, like
yes.
To like
they used to, like, and then they were able to just get over that and be friends.
See, and that you're. I honestly, I would be really like cautious about that too. So I'd just be like, yeah, can you just like distance yourself like and if you're 10,000 meters?
If you're gonna hang out, then I need to be in your presence.
In like
it has to be a group setting.
Yeah, I can't say it depends on the relationship because it's like I feel like after the it's different.
It's different after that. And then it's like, how can you still hold a conversation without having flashbacks? I
think a lot of people like. I don't want to say twist it up, but they think it's like because I'm insecure. It's not because I'm insecure. It's more like I don't want to look stupid.
Don't want to look stupid. I'm trying to avoid all types of things that can have me looking crazy. I don't have time for other people to come be like, how was she comfortable knowing they used to? What?
Like,
not that I cared about what anybody had to say. It's just more of that. Nobody likes to be like talked like if they're stupid or nothing because we're not dumb. That's the case that he's making to you. No, it was just like a sexual attraction.
I'm literally gonna be like, yeah, I cut that off.
We did it. It's done. Like, I don't want no more.
You still. And then he gonna think like
nothing emotional like it is with you.
No, a homegirl though, like a really close friend. I don't think I'd be comfortable with it. Like I think I would genuinely be like
uncomfortable. And then I guess it comes down to him. Like, are you going to be willing to make that sacrifice? Especially if it's like you love me so much, you would put me above.
Imagine me hooked up, whatever. Like clean, like we're like grown up, like maybe college or something, and we just don't care. Like we hooked up to see if what anything. If there was anything. It was just anything at all because we already know we're close. And we know
it's interesting you say that because. And what's it called? It kind of reminds me of Riverdale because this is a spoiler. Sorry, catch up. Anyway, Betty and Archie get hooked up, and they were like, okay, no, for real. But then after time passed, they were like, no, I kind of love you. Stop it. Okay, it happened. Like, let's push it to the side. Focus on our main relationships. it got too much for Archie. Where was that season 1?
No, oh God! I was always a Betty Archie bitch.
Really?
But then when the show kept going, I was like, never mind.
Betty and Jughead. No?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just like, okay, in the general like aspect of things of just knowing, I would like to know, and then whether or not how we decide to deal with that will obviously come later. But I think it would make me a little bit more trusting of you, and I would appreciate it more if you told me.
Because I always feel like even though, yes, he might love me more, like me more, there's always that intent like in the back of your head. Even if you don't want it there's gonna be that some attraction with the person that you talked with before or whatever. Like I don't know. I think I'd just be a little uncomfortable.
I think I would.
So I'd just be like, just distance. Like see how that is. If I see I'll still do
as my significant other, whoever you are, you need to like if you love me, you're gonna respect that. And you're just gonna be okay. Right, because
if he told me to distance myself from somebody, I feel like I would. I feel like my friends should be understanding of that too.
I feel like they would think the same thing if we told them that we hooked up with one of our homeboys.
Yeah, and if he told me distance myself, I'd be like, yes. I would tell my friend too. I'd be like, look, he's not comfortable. Like, yeah, I would like, you should know.
But you know that male testosterone, he'd be like, why he not comfortable?
Ew! I'll be like, now this is why. Like, this is why.
Why are you not?
Why are you bucking up? Like,
no, for sure.
Up.
No, that's literally why. Yeah. Is it important that you know your significant other's like past things that they did, like past events such as like a crime?
Oh, I was like,
murder.
Yes, bitch! What the fuck is that? He murders me!
Robbery!
Oh my god.
Potential enemies that might want to kill you as well.
Yeah. Tell me that.
Would you break up with him for that?
Yeah, I think it depends. It really depends.
So gang member, no.
Like if you a mafia her? No, I'm kidding. I don't follow mafias. No, we said it. That's so whopping.
Don't endanger yourself.
Right, don't do
that. Stop that.
What if he just like can't tell me though? Like what if
he tell you?
What if he just like
okay, no, because if I see something suspicious as secrecy and it doesn't hint at anything about like cheating or you being unfaithful or anything, but it's secrecy, you know how the movies they be loving and be nosy, not me though.
Okay, he a mafia, leave it alone.
I'm like,
don't get into it because you gonna.
I'm not going to no basement to see you torture nobody and see what the fuck is going on. Why I hear screams downstairs.
Oh, okay, you know what? No,
I'm not following you to no meetings.
Next?
Oh my god.
What if I'm next?
No, he loves you.
No. What if it's a plot, a ploy? I set up. I'm gonna talk about the Sonic 2 movie, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's not. Is this spoiler?
This wasn't Sonic.
Yeah, it's so weird. Do you see the main guy, the white guy? Have you ever seen him? Okay, so he's a wife. She's black, whatever. So she has like her. Right? They're a really cute couple. Really good looking. Yes. And so I think it was her cousin or sister, whoever was getting married in Hawaii, right? And she was getting married to that guy from like Criminal Minds. You know, the mixed one that's like really good looking. Yeah. So she get married to him, right? They having their thing, wedding planned out, So you think he like madly in love, she madly in love, right? They get the wedding ceremony's happening, and then Sonic appeared out of fucking midair with his little ring or whatever. He appeared, and then out of nowhere, like the guest and like the CIA, like some of the guests were like undercover agents, like tracking down like Sonic, and the husband, like the groom, was an agent, and the wedding was all fake for him. Like for the girl, she thought she was genuinely getting married, but yeah, and for him, he was like, she was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I thought you were, and he was like, nah, baby, like I work for the government. And
wait, but does he still love her though? Even though he works for the government,
he got close to her because he knew that she was related to the wife of like the guy who handled like Guardian, like Sonic's Guardian or whatever. Okay. She went on a whole damn rampage as she should. Though.
As she
was crashing that damn wedding with a golf cart and shit as she should.
Oh.
But he did like her. He loved her. You could have some undercover bitch.
You could have an undercover bitch
that loves you.
I think I would want to know, like, for sure, if you never stole, like me, I would tell you that when I was younger, I stole silly bands from JCPenney and I got whipped for it. Like, I would tell you that.
Oh my god, yeah, I would tell you, I stole a marble from a yard sale, and I know, it was really weird. And my mom was like, where the fuck did you get that from? I was like,
just a marble.
And she said, I felt shameful for stealing that marble. But I did steal from Old Navy one time.
I stole from Publix one time.
No, we were just like
proud of that.
No, I was very proud of my steal from Old Navy. I think my mom caught me too.
Really?
Yeah, she saw it in my pocket. I think I stole a beauty blender.
I think you told me this when we were younger.
Yeah, I think the day it happened. Yeah.
No, when I stole the silly bands, I was very like not discreet with her at all. Like I'm talking about my hands were stuffed in my small ass fucking pockets. Bitch, what just act normal.
Wait, did you like take them?
No, I think they were like already out of the pack a little bit.
You were just like...
And then I took them out and I stuffed them. I'm talking about my hands were trying to stuff inside my pockets. I don't know why. It's like those small fake ass pockets that really don't need to put
oh
in
my
there.
god.
I don't know why I put my hands in there. I was just looking suspicious. I was just looking like it. I was looking like I did some shit that I was not supposed to do. I scooped those Skittles though. From Publix. I'm very proud of that because Publix, bro, you know, I feel like
they would get
tight, yeah, right? So I stole some Skittles. My mama whipped me for that one too.
Oh wow!
I just was never too good at it. Still, like,
but they always caught us. Like,
yeah, I just was never too good at any of that.
No, I felt so ashamed after stealing that beauty blender from Old Navy.
The bins were in. I really wanted.
That's true. I didn't care though, because I remember one time my friend had put so much on his wrist that he lost blood circulation in his hand. It was in like kindergarten. It had so much layered on his arm, for a child at least. And so our teacher was like ripping them off of him. Like, it was so bad.
Back to it. I would tell him if I saw a Stilly band.
Okay, but like if it's like a serious crime, like, but like maybe throughout the relationship he showed me he was a changed person, so he didn't want to bring it up till later.
Would you want him to tell you if you ruined a marriage?
Wait, what?
Met her at a bar. He saw the ring. He was like, "I'm supposed to hook up with you," and then like he never saw her again. Years out, like he never saw her again. And then one day he was like, y'all were telling each other stories. Oh yeah, I hooked up with this married lady.
And he knew she was married?
Girl.
I'd be like, please tell me you were 18, stupid and dumb, because ain't no way. I want to know that, because I feel like that would ruin my image of him. Like, I would literally look at him crazy. I'm very much like, if I learn something that's like really bad, true. I'm gonna look at you fucking crazy.
But I mean, like, think about it from like a young bachelor perspective.
How would you? Like, would you?
I think I would kind of be I think I would be in shock for a minute.
I'd be
if
ashamed.
She told me, you in this shame. I think I would want to know actually though. Just to know.
I feel like
a no, just
if it's like later, like we're like
30s.
Are we married already, or like are we?
No, you're getting to know each other.
Ooh.
You might not get a call back.
Oh. You're saying it's a hookup. He never saw it again. So how did he ruin a marriage?
Because maybe the husband saw it, punched him in the head.
Okay.
Chased after him out.
I'd have been like, okay, let's see how this goes. Since we're not like together.
What if you told it like in a really funny way?
You still did that. I would like laugh in the moment, you know, we were joking. I get home, like, wait.
What if it's like an accident? The person was supposed to be going across the crosswalk, and they did, and he just.
Then tell me. Then that means it was an accident.
It's an accident. You want to know.
But he probably served some damn time for that.
No, he probably has PTSD, up at night crying. Would you be able to deal with those traumatic experiences?
I think I could. My only thing
could
is,
you?
I don't think I could. I think I could. My only reason is that I don't like comforting people when they don't want to be comforted. You don't know how to comfort them. It's just I feel awkward because I'm like, I want to comfort you, but you don't want me to. I don't know what to do.
Because I would hate to give you words of affirmation and you spaz on me and you yell at me.
You're like, it's okay, okay, like it already happened.
Stop! I would run away.
Like, damn, like, why are you doing that? Okay, you scared me.
Doesn't matter if you can bring the person home to your parents and what qualities do they need. Because, you know, some people will be like, I don't give a fuck what my mom says. I love you.
No. Yes.
It does. Yes. It matters.
For us, we know grades. Look, you need to be, like, you don't have to be like, hello, studious.
Hello, studious.
Hello, studious. But you can, like, A, B, you know.
How many B's?
Maybe two at most.
Two at most.
Or you don't gotta play a sport. Maybe you're in a club. Maybe you know, an officer in a little
drama theater.
Yeah, you can do fine arts. Maybe you doing like esports or something. Like, go ahead, do you? No, as long as you're doing something, you know. Don't be
someone who's open to differences as well, like culturally.
Yes, cultural differences.
You shove a plate of jollof rice in your face, you need to eat it.
Like, if my mom made some pancetta and spring rolls, you're gonna eat that shit up.
You need to at least try it, and if you don't like it,
right. Me and we talked about this before. We're not gonna get too deep about the accent thing. But yes, having immigrant parents, like my mom's from the Philippines,
mine's
like
from Nigeria.
Exactly. So it's like our parents have accents. Obviously,
don't people be such a whole like thing about just talking about growing up with immigrant parents would be a whole thing. Because there's more to just accents.
Right. Too. But for now, this is like our main thing, especially when we bring home friends and stuff. They're like, I don't know what your mom just said or something. But the way they say it, like,
it's okay to say it to us personally,
right?
On the side.
But kind of like, even if you do say it to my mom, just be like, can you repeat that, ma'am? Like, you know,
don't say,
like,
I don't know what you're saying.
Right, I'm like, what are you saying? I'll be like,
I have to get
I'm gonna be pissed off.
I
I'll be like, what she said this.
If you would open your ears.
Like, and then I do understand it is kind of difficult because even sometimes I don't know what my mom's saying.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
But it's because she talks fast. Respect it and just, like, not be dramatic if you don't know what they're saying or...
Yeah, the dramatics.
It's the dramatics. It's like, don't look at me crazy if she speaks and just be like...
Right. Also engraved into our heads to be the parent translator. So, like, 9 times out of 10, we're gonna, like, repeat it in, like, a way that we can slip it in there so you can understand. But I think it's just a respectful thing. Just be like, oh, say again, or, like, can you repeat that? Just really easy and simple stuff. And try to also have patience as well. Yeah. Try to, like, listen yourself. Because they're not going to talk such perfect English or straight American way talking. Listen more and talk less.
Country, you take the time to learn the language and you think you're pretty good at it, and then someone's like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, okay.
Also, I think it's important that when you're meeting my parents that you have a goal you're working towards, because my dad, he's very big on, you need to know what you're doing in life. You need to know at least some part of your life outside of high school that you want to accomplish. So, like, even if you don't know specifically what college you want to go to, at least maybe have something you're interested in majoring or minoring or whatever it is. Or have, like, hey, because you might be like, what do you want to do in the future when you get older? Like, how you want to make money or something? Don't say, I have no idea. I have no path.
For me, because I think my parents, that's, like, with your dad. Mm-hmm. For my parents, they would want to know, like, what my significant other, like, what his interest is or whatever. But even, I think my parents would understand if he's like, I'm not too sure yet, because even me and Zach are like that. Like,
but, like, now, like, if we brought somebody home, though, being, like, about to be seniors and starting to apply for colleges and trying to pick those
that makes sense,
out, I would, like, now, and this time.
That's true.
Because, like, when he would ask people in sophomore year,
it's like, whatever, you got, like, 2 more years.
Stop it, you know what I'm saying? But now that we're applying for colleges, like, those things are, like, colleges want to know that, and you don't know that yet and stuff. Maybe say, like, things that you're interested in, summer jobs you might be doing, or
anything.
Sports, something to show that you are consistent in life. Because if you're not doing anything, like, it's just gonna look so bad.
But I feel like that's just, like, for us.
Cause those goals, those things that you want with your life, kind of show the person is who you are as a person, and, like, what you're interested in and stuff. And it kind of opens room for those type of conversations. Oh, so you said you like engineering. What do you like about engineering? Any other qualities? I feel like I don't have any.
I don't think you have too much.
So we're pretty easy people then.
Nar. Look, you gotta be a little good enough.
Oh.
Okay, appearance is not, like, crazy important. But I
think your parents. Your parents.
They don't care. You know what? My dad.
Really?
He just doesn't say it a lot. He was like, oh, he's ugly. I was like,
he did?
Mm-hmm.
He is.
He was. Okay, he doesn't have to be like attractive to, like, everybody, just to me. Just to me. He just has to be attractive to me.
Just to you.
Just to me, like,
but it would be nice if my friend be like,
okay, yeah. My, like, thought of attractive is different from hers.
True. Like, but I think we both appreciate each other's though. I feel like we'll both
be
like,
you know what? Yeah,
he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad.
So, can your significant other be friends with their ex? That's the biggest one.
Oh my god.
That's such a discussion.
That is such a discussion.
That's such a discussion.
It's either if you guys are friends, I would be like, distance, please.
As your girlfriend, I don't think I could ever be comfortable.
That makes sense.
I could deal with it. I could probably
just let it be. But in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be like...
But I would never be comfortable.
I'll be looking at her crazy.
Literally.
Or looking at him crazy.
Like, when we get older, we get in college and we start dating, you know what I'm saying? And, like, they are with this person that we know is their ex and stuff. But if they have classes together, how are we gonna know they separate themselves from each other?
Exactly. They could totally be like, I'm not there. And then someone else be like, bitch, they be partner up.
So then it's kind of like, as a girl, do you even want to go all out your way to be like, hey, can you do this and not do that and do this and not that? Just to not know for sure. You could still talk to her in person, and the most you could do is go through his phone, maybe, if you feel like doing that and stuff. And then, okay, like, text messages will not define our relationship either.
Mm-hmm. Not at all. Because you don't know what they were thinking when they were texting it. You don't know.
In person, FaceTime calls, but you could delete those stuff so easily. So at the end of the day, it's like, that's why I feel like I wouldn't even say anything. I know I would be uncomfortable with it, but I don't think I would even go that far to say anything. Mm-hmm. The most I could do would just say petty stuff.
I think I would say something if I knew that the girl still liked him. Because I'd be like, okay, it's not that I don't trust you, but it's like...
It's also a girl thing. Like, you know what a girl likes.
Right, you know
what a girl likes.
Because I have literally heard some girls be like, oh, I don't care if he has a girlfriend. Like, I'm still...
So it gets into that thing when you think about it, like, with the friend group type of scheme of things, too. Especially if you're, like, the girlfriend that's just been added in, the new addition. Sometimes it kind of gets into, is it your place to try to break up this friend group? And it's never really what you're trying to do or anything
but
like
it just
that.
happens because everyone feels... Yeah. If I was a boyfriend, I'd just be like, y'all, see how this works out, like, da-da-da, whatever. If maybe... It'll come up when she becomes comfortable, or like maybe I just have to hang out when the other girl's not there or whatever. I think I need to know how their relationship is now. Like, how do they hang out now?
Yeah.
Like, are they just like, are they still as close as they were before? Are they like, hugging and touching, like whatever, or are they just literally sitting across from each other, like they don't even sit, like they're just...
So you mean to tell me y'all were exes and then y'all still want to hang out afterwards as friends? I don't know. But it's just people, so rocky for me.
But some people can do that.
So then if I put it in my perspective, then my boyfriend's like, oh yeah, but I want you to like not be friends with him. I think straight off from the bat though, I would probably already start putting distance before my boyfriend could even say
I think like I'm like that even when I'm like talking to somebody, I distance myself from like anybody else that's like remotely like I feel like I would have some attraction to, or like, you know, because I don't know, I feel like it's wrong for some reason.
I think it's like I don't like it, but I
like
know
knowing
I
myself,
would deal with it. I would just sit there and deal with that shit until it gets too much.
So this is my mindset now because I've never been through it. So it's like my mindset now is like I think I'd be okay.
Because we might come across this situation, guys,
again, and we'll come back.
We'll come back and be like, okay, so this is what we ended up actually doing.
And
before
this is how I feel about it now.
Because y'all get book on the screen.
I'll tell you, a lot of people's perspectives change.
We need to meet her.
I was about to say, I need to see how y'all
meet the friend,
are.
Yeah, because I need to see how she is before I even anything else. Because then I can like kind of assess her vibe, pick up how she is.
Anyone can switch up depending on who they're around.
They could.
So
I mean, we do it. We do it. This is Would You Rather boyfriend edition, like what type of boyfriends we would want. You gotta pick between the two. Would you rather have a sensitive boyfriend or a nonchalant boyfriend?
Sensitive.
Really? Annoying sensitive.
Okay, sensitive, because I realize
I could do a nonchalant though.
I feel like I've always been like, I'm not nonchalant, like he just don't care too much, but like I realize I actually need like
someone who has
who's like
emotional capacity.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Because like sometimes I don't do enough, so I feel like I need a partner that will do enough. Because like I get scared.
I feel like I wouldn't mind. Like I think I would want a sensitive boyfriend, but I don't think I would mind having a nonchalant one. But I don't really understand like how mean my words are sometimes. I'm very unfiltered and stuff like that. We've also known. The things that I don't think are serious end up being serious, and sometimes I'm like, oh my god.
I think it's especially if I don't really know the person, or if like I'm just getting to know them. Like with me and you, I can tell when we're being serious.
But it's like being that new person, trying to be into a relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just more like sensitive, as in like every little thing. Because Aleya, sometimes you're like your tone, like they would automatically start just.
Oh, that's so true.
Getting upset about it. So maybe a nonchalant boyfriend will be more accustomed to it before a sensitive.
But my thing is like the nonchalant. It's like, are we saying just like he just isn't?
I think it's more like the ones that just don't really know how to express it.
It's because I'm scared I'm gonna be too annoying if I'm too expressive, or if I'm not expressive enough, he's gonna be like, she's not doing it. So it's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
But then when I am doing it, it seems like it's like corny or it's like annoying. So I'm like,
yeah,
maybe I wouldn't want someone who's nonchalant. The sensitive thing though is like, if they're sensitive about every little thing, like I start looking at someone weird. If they
start getting annoyed.
I start getting annoyed. I'm like,
thinking about like arguing with somebody who's nonchalant, they'll be like, it's not even that serious, and you're like, but it is that serious, and you're just not getting that point. Are we sensitive? I think we're sensitive.
I feel like I'm more sensitive.
You think you are? I'm a crier.
Oh, I cry when it's like, I cry when I'm pissed off.
Mad, pissed, laughing, happy.
Most of the time I get sad because I'm angry. So it's like, it mixes together, so I cry.
That's usually how it is.
Anyways, I'll go with sensitive. What are you going with?
Okay, I'll go sensitive as well. I could deal with it. Would you rather have an obsessive boyfriend or one that struggles to show affection?
I'm telling you, obsessive, if it is, it's to an extent. Because I really cannot, I don't think I can do someone that doesn't really, it's not like they don't show emotion, but
so would you need somebody to say I love you to you every day?
Not every day. You know I cringe at that though.
Just I love you.
Okay, a quick like I love you. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, not nothing crazy like no confessions like, every day. I really love you. I think there's some people out there who deal with those things, like deal with partners who struggle to show affection.
Maybe because they're okay with it, because they're able to show affection. They don't need it back. Just knowing that
they already know it, or they're
right. They already know.
Not us though.
Yeah, I okay. If he assures me like, yes, I really do like you, it's just I struggle. Okay,
I just can't really tell you that.
We can work it through. Like
some people can work it through.
He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to tell me every time. Struggle to show affection. It doesn't mean like you don't hang out. You know.
Sometimes it's like one of those things where it's like I remember I was watching this movie, The Girl on Friends.
Jennifer Aniston's character Rachel.
Yeah. So she was in this other movie. I don't know if you know it.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
So she was basically saying how you never do no nice, like sweet things for me. Just ever like take me into consideration, like, hey. So she was like going off and she's like, I just made this big ass dinner for you. Like think like, oh hey, let me do the dishes since she just did all this for me. Things like that. Sometimes it's like, oh, like the people who struggle to show affection will like they take those into consideration. Like, will they take the time to be like, oh, I know she's been on her feet all day. Let me give her a butt rub. Sorry, that's a bad one.
Like as time, like if it keeps happening, like he's not
especially when you get married and stuff, those things
like,
become apparent.
Damn, how like you not doing? You expect me to do all this?
Yeah,
like,
I just went to go work a 9-to-5 shift. I come back and you didn't think to like maybe like mop the floor or something.
Make you feel bad for my mom. Mom, I'm so sorry. Cause she'll come home and then the dishes aren't done. She's like, I just worked, cause like she cleans too. So she's like, I had to clean my house. Like, I'm like, I'm so sorry, Mama Westbrook. So now we do the dishes every time.
I'm gonna be able to do that, but I know for me, just that add-on thing that I'm gonna have to always consistently worry about and have in the back of my head, well, yeah, he just doesn't know how to show it, but I know he loves me. No, I don't really want
like the simple thing of like doing the dishes or something like that. I feel like that's not something you can. I don't think that's like an affectionate struggle.
You know how like us girls be like, damn, you don't even like my pictures or comment.
Okay, no, that's just weird. Like
it's just Instagram, and you're like, no, tell these hoes out there in my comments that we're together. What are you doing? I'm talking about like the physical touch aspect of it.
Oh yeah, so but you were thinking just like the emotional.
Yeah, I can do without physical touch. I can do without that.
Well, I think I really want it. Like
that's interesting.
Yeah, you would think I'm like I don't want to touch anybody, but I do. Like I want.
Not me.
Oh, she's very like hit him off.
Oh, for sure. Back off.
Like
me.
if you go to our school,
if you see it,
oh my god, it's always just him hugging. And she's just like,
just get off me. It's very much. It's like I don't want to be there.
But it's a dynamic that works.
It does work. You just have to get that person that like understands it too. Some people are not gonna understand that, but it takes time. People will understand. Oh, this is like she just doesn't like it. She doesn't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a high school sweetheart or find someone in your late 30s?
High school sweetheart.
I don't want a high school sweetheart.
Because late 30s.
Don't at the same time. So about your late 30s, you explored. You've seen what you like, what you don't like.
Do I have kids by then? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if I like went with someone beforehand and then we divorced and I find the one in my late 30s? Because it's hard to have kids after like a certain age.
Yeah, it is.
Late 30s is literally the age where you should stop having kids. My mom did have me at 36. I turned out okay. So
not too bad.
Right, not too bad.
High school sweetheart fits my timeline. The timeline I have in my head.
But what if like you like high school sweethearts, right? But like what if you took that time to explore and y'all
and then we together? Yeah. I mean, I guess the question's open ended. It's not really like that.
That's my open ended question right there. I will high school sweetheart. Thank you. But I'll explore midway.
So explore as in you want to take a break.
Yeah, later. but we know we're getting back together. Because I don't want to.
That was not my intent.
That was my intent. You take things differently.
Would you rather have a fashionista or a TikTok dancer? A fashionista.
Well, when you say TikTok dancer, I'm thinking of just a plain ass dancer. I'm thinking of a genuine, like a general dancer. Ew, bitch, a fashionista. Because
I like somebody who's interested in sneakers and stuff like that. I think I'd want a fashionista. He dresses like that guy on our TikTok.
I think I know who you're freaking talking about.
The black guy.
The black guy, yeah.
He dresses like him.
This is literally who I had in mind. This something like he would outdress me like every time. Every time. Because he thinks about the little pieces and like the. But I love. So I'm like, you help me.
Like, don't go too hard on me when I like something I'm wearing. You know?
Right, but like, I just want to look plain today. Don't do like, I will literally warn him every time.
Unless we can both agree to fashionista. Would you rather have a stereotype boyfriend that was a gym head or a gamer nerd?
I don't like big body. I think I'd have to go with the gamer.
Really?
Buff. I don't do buff.
A buff.
What's wrong with a gamer?
I don't mind the gamer. I feel like I'll be more comfortable with like a gym head just because I know they'll leave. They're going to go do active stuff.
What if he's always doing that? I find gaming very fascinating. I'm like, how do y'all do it? And then if you go to the gym with him, he's like, you're not doing it right.
Lower.
Right, lower. Stop. I can't go anymore.
My knees don't work. Like. So me and Aleya have decided that I am going to be a gym head and she's going to be a gamer. And sadly, that's the end of our first episode. It's like our opinions. It's not like it's opinion, you know. And this can change.
It can very much change in like a week. It could change. In a week.
And it could change by next year. And we'll come back when we're in college after we've had the college life. Come back for the summer and be like,
watch us have like no.
We're back and we got some stories
to tell you.
Thanks for the love though. It was so cute.
Thanks guys.
Y'all are so sweet.
Shut up.
I just love people.
It's like the way we talk on here is kind of like a podcast. When we have guests and stuff, I think that's when we will get into our talk show mode.
This is the first episode, y'all. Don't do too much. Take it easy. We love you guys. And remember, if you're not gonna do you, then who else gonna do it, y'all?
Bye.
Inexperienced gals.
Ew.